Well, it's been business as usual for the Bath rental market in the month of March 2023. We've seen the customary overwhelming demand from tenants versus the lack of property coming to the market to satisfy that demand. As you can see, here are our vital statistics from last month, and we've been letting property on average within about 12 days of it coming onto the market. Every single property that has gone onto the market has achieved 100% of the asking rent. And on average, we've been achieving just under 7% higher rent than the previous time we let out that property. Now, this has been par for the course really for the market for the last 12 months or so really, so there's no surprises in here, but I just want to come back to that first figure, how long it's taken us to rent a property, because for a lot of landlords that is a key metric. Once you put your property on the market, how quickly are you going to find a tenant? Well, I've updated this lovely chart, one of my favourites that I put up last month, and you can see that right down the bottom here, 12 days during the month of March. That's actually slightly quicker than the month before. So that average letting time, which was extended during the winter, as you can see, it took slightly longer to rent out properties during the winter, as you would expect. That's now coming right back down, and I predict that as we get through spring and into summer, it will probably be down to more like 5 or 6 days. So really the market is doing what it usually does. It's picking up in the spring. People are out there renting properties and looking for homes to rent. In fact, during the month of March, we registered just 119 new applicants. Applicants is what we call people who are searching for rental property. It's down slightly on last month by about 3%, so very marginal. And actually, that's the same figure if you compare it to March 2022, down by about 3%, but that's really a very modest decrease. So we're seeing a sustained level of interest from tenants, but unfortunately we're still at around, well, if you go on Rightmove today, you'll find 111 properties available to rent in Bath if you exclude student rentals. And that is simply not satisfying the levels of demand that we're seeing from tenants. So again, that has pushed up rents higher than ever before. And we are now starting to see this start to build momentum as we go through spring towards the popular busy summer market. And I'm sure we'll be seeing the usual levels of demand peaking again come summer. Now, broadening things out to the UK as a whole, a couple of little bits of news from the wider rental market. And well, I say news, these are more rumours, but I think they might be of interest to landlords. So we've spoken an awful lot lately about the proposed regulations that were due to come in 2025 affecting energy performance certificates on rental properties and the minimum band C that the government wants to impose on landlords. Well, we're hearing now that this may be pushed slightly further down the line to 2028 to give landlords more of a chance to make those changes and comply with these new regulations that are being mooted. Not confirmed yet, they are just proposals. So a little bit more time to understand and find out how you're going to meet that band C requirement. And the other thing that we're all waiting to hear more about are the proposed rental reforms. These are the wider changes the government wants to make to the private rented sector. We've been waiting a long time for these, and I believe that after Easter we may actually start to see some progress on those. So some of the detail of these proposed reforms may start to be confirmed, which is extremely exciting, and we're all looking forward to that. As soon as I know, you'll know. And that's all for this month, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.